Yo, what up? It's Donut, and you tuning in to All Your Illuminati News. 100% proof of massive ritual about to go down. We're going to talk about the secret tunnels underneath California. Going to get crazy. Ritualistic elements of Marilyn Monroe. Today is her death date. These celebrity type sacrifices are absolutely interesting, and we're going to tie it all into the big ritual about to go down. Please smash that like button. Let's get into the show.
Unlock the secrets hidden in the dark. Symbols on the wall, rights about to spark. Read Sharp's vision, playing every part. Unlock the secrets, gotta leave your mark. Unlock the secrets hidden in the flame. Steps to enlightenment, never be the same. Oaths in the circle, shadow in the name. Unlock the secrets, it's more than a game. Unlock the secrets.
Unlock the secrets. What up, everybody? I see y'all up in here in the comment section. Today's going to be a crazy show. Absolutely nuts. As you can see, the thumbnail proves it, that it's absolutely nuts. But before we start, let's go into this clip going over the Hollywood underground tunnels. Did you hear about these Hollywood tunnels? The Chateau Marmont is a pseudo-simulacrum of the Chateau des Amboise, which some say has a direct link to hiding the Knights Templars and their secrets. Built in 1929, used for celebrities so they can have secret parties with underground tunnels, kind of like the LA Lizard tunnels or the P. Diddy tunnels. The remote viewers who saw the tunnels under Getty's Museum. The movie Sunset Boulevard by Billy Wilder, he loved the bathrooms at this hotel. Now, what did he try to expose in his films, Sunset Boulevard? Because we know all the rituals in the bathrooms. Now, this hotel had tunnels going to the Players Club nightclub also had secret tunnels by Preston Sturges, the son of Mary Estelle Dempsey, who was banging Aleister Crowley and co-wrote his magnum opus, Magic. Oh my goodness, wow. I mean, this is such a crazy connection that we're about to get into with the Crowley connection with these tunnels. Absolutely crazy stuff with the Crowley thing. But this came out with the San Francisco Gate. LA's secret celebrity tunnel was just a rumor until workers found it. Now, the Chateau Marmont, tons of secrecy happens here. I mean, Britney Spears getting arrested, Lindsay Lohan, all the crazy stuff goes down there. It's where they can, it seems like this is where rituals go down, and it's been going down right there on Sunset Boulevard. Set is one of the deities that they worship, right? The god of disorder. And they have this disorder and chaos that goes down at this hotel. And it is tied into Marilyn Monroe. And we're going to get into that. But this is a pseudo-simulacrum, like I was saying, of a more ancient building. But let's get into Marilyn Monroe since it's her birthday. I mean, not her birthday, her death date today. Lovely Kimber says that was Johnny Depp's favorite hotel. Wow. Doesn't surprise me. And shout out to David for the super chat. He says, you the man. No, you the man. And now we get to feed Chan. Thank you so much. Feeding Chan with that $5 super chat. Really, really appreciate that. So Marilyn Monroe, her connections to Hollywood, you know, being the Hollywood Babylon sacrifice, huge. And the connections to Under the Silver Lake. I mean, we're talking about Under the Silver Lake. Underneath, what's underneath LA, right? I mean, we got something underneath New Jersey heading towards New York, a mysterious blob. We'll get into that story as well. But as you can see, here's Marilyn Monroe. And they were really showcasing Marilyn Monroe quite a bit and under the Silver Lake with the bathtub or the tub or the hot tub or the pool connected to the drowning rituals. So Marilyn Monroe passed away August 4th today. And she lived on Helena Blavatsky Drive. The Silver Lakes changed their name to Helendale. I wonder if there's a connection to Helen, maybe. But under the Silver Lakes, this occult movie shows Marilyn Monroe as one of the main figures with the three girls. And one of these three girls is Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney with the great genes. She is definitely one of those three women in the movie. In the movie, there's the three women that follow this guy around, and Sydney is one of them. So this is also tied into a lot of different conspiracy with Marilyn Monroe. And I think the whole UFO stuff, I mean, I could be wrong, but this is just where my mind's going, and obviously a hypothesis. But Marilyn Monroe's been tied to the UFO files for quite a bit. But I feel like that could be sort of misguiding people. Even if there is truth to it, it seems to be misguiding people away from some of the symbols that I found. And shout out to Douglas Starr, who just sent a super chat. Says, time for some Illuminati news and get wicked smart. Let's feed that kitty cat. Get him super fat. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Chan appreciates that very, very much. So here's Marilyn Monroe. She was given a dog called Moth for the mafia. It's a Knights of Malta dog. It's a Maltese dog. And under the Silver Lakes, this woman who is similar to the Marilyn Monroe figure, as you can see right here, she is carrying around a Maltese dog. The same thing that Marilyn Monroe also had, as she was gifted this Knights of Malta dog. Here's a painting in 1844 called The Lion Dog of Malta. Now, we all know about Malta. And here is Marilyn Monroe's last dog, was a Maltese given by Frank Sinatra, whom she wickedly named Mafia, nicknamed Moth. It is believed that Sinatra brought Moth to Natalie Wood's mother, Marita, after her death, blah, blah, blah. But Frank Sinatra gave her this Malta dog, and Frank Sinatra is literally a Knights of Malta. So the Knights of Malta, if we predate it, going back, with the Templar orders and all that. The Chateau d'Amboise is the replica of this crazy secrecy hotel with the underground tunnels. They were copying off this hotel, which in some of the books about the Templar treasures and the secrets that they hid out here and hid the secrets over there. How a fake French castle became California's scandalous celebrity hangout full of weird parties. I mean, over at the pool parties, it was same-sex attracted pool parties over there. Crazy people arrested. People died, famous people there, which we'll get into. Seems to be ritualistic, like a hedonistic place where people just go and go wild. But what is really going on, as we know that these are all tie-ins to occult mind control operations. So I was looking at the Tesla diner, talking about the tunnels before this article, the San Francisco Gate, came out, because Elon has his boring company. It's straight boring, but what it does is they dig these tunnels underneath the ground, and his Tesla diner's on the same street on Hollywood. It's the heart of Hollywood, and it's just 21 blocks down from the Masonic Lodge. I think that if you kind of put together, it was hard for me to do it. I was trying to do it, but connect all the dots of like Getty's or Griffith Observatory, all these different like spots. I bet you it makes like some geomancy, Masonic symbolism, like an occult symbol. If you connect the dots, I'm trying to do it. I'll keep working on it. It's not easy. But the Chateau Marmont, having these underground tunnels that were discovered, and also it being the hangout for secrecy, Marilyn Monroe, Britney Spears, this is when she had the ambulance called on her, that she was booted from the Chateau Marmont. Who knows what was going on there? We all know Britney Spears. Shout out to Britney. What kind of strange stuff going there? Britney Spears gets into a fight with boyfriend Paul Richard Solis at Chateau Marmont. Ambulance called. So, I mean, this is just a fascinating hotel, as I've been studying the hotels quite accidentally. I just started researching hotels, and the first motel was created by somebody part of the Theosophical Society of Helen Blavatsky in California, because the sixth root race, according to their ideology or their ideas that they believe, is that this subterranean race is going to come out of the ground out of LA. And I mean, LA is full of the Esalen Institute and all these different things. And thank you, Channel 333 sent a $3.03 super chat. Says tunnels probably lead to the temples of Baal. Well, let's feed that kitty cat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Channel 333. Stephen Roy, appreciate that. And so does Chan. So the motel industry literally was created by an occult order. Crazy, right? In California, new MAGA hero, Trump's euphoria. I mean, we got to talk about them jeans, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm doing heavy research on Sydney Sweeney in the jeans. I mean, I'm studying the pictures. I'm looking at the pictures a little too long. So let's get into that connection to Under the Silver Lakes. And also, did you know, not a lot of people know this, but I'm not going to say it, but the foundations of Gates, you know who I'm talking about. I'm going to kind of just say other words, but Bill. And, you know, he used to have somebody that was his partner, part of that foundation, you know, Melinda. Yeah, I'm kind of just moving these words all around to, you know, play it safe. Well, they did big speeches at Sydney Sweeney's high school. Like, out of all the high schools Bill could have picked to go do massive speeches at, he picked her high school. And then this is her in Under the Silver Lakes, which we covered in the last video, but it is super important to connect these dots. And I mean, these genes are real, and you can get these jeans over on the Patreon.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
Yeah, I see what you did there. Go to the Patreon or join the membership section over on YouTube to support Chan's great Russian blue jeans. Right here, I mean, this is the advertisement for the Patreon. Make sure to go subscribe over there. Or if you don't subscribe to the Patreon, you can become a member over on YouTube. It's a way to support this channel. You get extra content. We're doing live streams now over on the YouTube membership and also the Patreon. Patreon has a bigger backlog of private reports and private videos, but both ways definitely support the channel. Much, much appreciated. And here's one of the live streams we did over on the member section, going over Sydney Sweeney's connection to Sharon Tate, as they both do have the Sampaku eyes. But Sharon Tate and the Manson murders, right? We're talking about Marilyn Manson, right? It's all connected. The Manson murders happened August 9th and 10th, the helical rising of Sirius. We're coming up on a blood moon, not a blood moon, maybe it's a blood moon, I don't know, a full moon, August 9th. And these ritualistic, sad, like deaths of the celebrities happen on the full moon, the day before, the day of, or the day after. Just like August 9th and 10th, this is when Jeffrey hung himself, and also when Robin Williams hung himself as well. So this is the helical rising of Sirius rituals. Here's Sharon Tate with the Sampaku eyes underneath, just like Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe had the Sampaku eyes underneath as well, just like Princess Diana had the Sampaku eyes underneath with the blue eyes, right? The blue eyes of Sydney Sweeney. So Sampaku eyes, the legend of the melancholy gaze and the unfortunate fate of Lady Diana and Marilyn Monroe. Now, Elton John wrote a song for, well, actually, he didn't write it. Candle in the Wind. This was very popular in 1997. And it was dedicated to Princess Diana and Marilyn Monroe. So it's both of them, Candle in the Wind, as you can see right here. It was originally written in 1973 to honor Marilyn Monroe, and then it was released for Princess Diana. So there is a sync between them two. And the symbol that they choose, the white rose, the white rose of York, going back to the War of the Roses in the Tudor dynasty, which is predating the Illuminati. You got the House of York, which is this white rose, and the two went to battle, the Red Rose of Lancaster, and then became the Tudor rose. That's why you got the white rose and the red rose together. I mean, this is the big controlling the planet, you know what I'm saying, that won't get talked about. They'll put other stuff in the algorithm for you to fall down a lot of different traps, different rabbit holes, different donut holes. But this is going into real power as well that we're talking over on the channel. But that song wasn't written by Elton John, who was knighted by the Queen and whatnot. It was written by Bernard John Taupin. So this is kind of important. All the songs that you hear that go viral aren't written by your favorite like musical artist. You know, woo, woo, where them juggalos at? This isn't who's writing the songs. It goes deeper. Like all the hit songs are all written by just a couple different people, but then the celebrities, they perform it as if they wrote it, but they didn't write anything. And that's just one example of it, which was shown in Under the Silver Lakes, how they have the Piano Man. The Piano Man wrote all the music to brainwash the culture. So the guy is under brainwash, mind control through the music, through all this. I mean, it is stuck in the autonomic nervous system. Even Michael Jordan's head coach said, if you want to get into that mental clarity state for, you know, crushing it, to Michael Jordan, that he had to listen to music that was set in his autonomic nervous system, in his belief system, 7 and under. So music definitely has a mind control element to it, in Candle in the Wind, in that Marilyn Monroe connection. So Marilyn Manson, right? Marilyn and Charles Manson, Sharon Tate, those murders happening on the helical rising of Sirius, the ritualistic slaying, the death of Marilyn Monroe, August 4th. She also drowned on them pills. Seems to be very ritualistic. And this is where I'm kind of getting at, that they're putting out certain rabbit holes for people to kind of go down. In my opinion, I could be totally wrong, you know what I mean? And it could be a little bit of truth and fiction, but leading you maybe to some truth in a way. But this is what I'm pointing out is the UFO files are very connected to Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, the Talk of Hollywood, on the Knights of Malta, Skull and Bones, Life magazine, there is a case for interplanetary saucers. So they're showing her connected to the UFO thing, just kind of, getting it out there, getting it into the subconscious mind to connect Marilyn Monroe to the UFO agenda. Here's Vanity Fair, Marilyn Monroe's final hours, nuke fears, mob spies, and secret Kennedy visitors. So Vanity Fair, for example, not a lot of people know this, but Vanity Fair is Beelzebub. The demon fly that's at the White House. Like the White House, look it up, is infested with Beelzebub flies. They have a fly infestation there. But Vanity Fair is a fictitious place ruled by Beelzebub in the book Pilgrim's Progress. So, I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? So we're like seeing these magazines when you're checking out at the grocery store to survive, to eat your food. And all you see are royal magazines, like the royals, and the place where Beelzebub ruled on Vanity Fair. That's pretty crazy. Here's some nice pictures of Marilyn Monroe in the blue drip, taking a dip. And like this is funny, like to look back at the magazines of what they're telling us, that this is infectious. Yeah, it's global power. But there's the pool behind her. Quite important. And speaking of the blue drip and the Illuminati horses, and shout out to Nasarum3. Nasarum3, whoop, whoop. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sent a $2 super chat. Now let's feed that kitty cat to get you wiki fat. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Shout out to Underground Hustlin'. Whoop, whoop. But the blue drip. We've been talking about the methylene blue Illuminati stallions and the blue horses. Now there's wild pigs in California. Everything seems to be emotionally charged in California. Eating blue meat, sparking alarm in California. The blue meat is like some sort of poisonous dye, so people won't eat. So they mark the different stuff with blue so they can identify it that it's poison. And here's another Life magazine issue with Marilyn Monroe. And just, like, what are they writing? The drama of suburbanites and, I'm not even going to say that word, neighbors. Like, what is going on here with the Life magazine, which was showing us the mushrooms, which was promoting the mushrooms with Gordon Wasson, Seeking the Magic Mushroom, Gordon Wasson magazine. So if you think all this mushroom stuff being pushed by the most mainstream podcast, which is pretty much just the new Life magazine, is new and revolutionary. No, this goes back to ancient Eleusinian mystery cults. This goes back even further. This goes back to the cult center where they take these certain belief, mind-altering substances and go crazy. They go insane. And that's what's going on at the Chateau Hotel. They're going insane there. They go there and go insane because this is a cult. Aliens are coming. Interstellar object. The aliens are on their way. Harvard saying, the mainstream media is telling us, and everybody is microdosing while the aliens are on their way. This is changing people's belief systems. It's not changing my belief system or your belief system, but we got to remember that the masses in the crowd, they don't really think much. So they don't research much. So they're just going along with whatever shows up in their algorithm. So their belief system is being changed, and that it's coming out of Harvard as well, which is very connected to the hippie movement, Timothy Leary, and changing of the culture and whatnot. And we're just crushed 1,000 people watching live. Every time we crash through 1,000 people, I like to remind you to share the video, like the video, and hit that subscribe button for all your Illuminati news. I appreciate that very much. We are streaming on Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, X, all the places. And oh my goodness, we just got a huge super chat from Jamian. $19.99 super chat. That's a $20 super chat. That is very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Chan, say thank you. Chan says thank you. That is very kind of you. Thank you. That is awesome. I got to get me one of those sounds. Because I would definitely push the right now. I got a question by Ogdon on, says, yo, Donut, are you dropping another Illuminati comic? Well, I got a box of Illuminati comics, and I'm gonna start slinging the rest of them out to y'all, but I'm gonna have it mixed with like a new summer sticker pack, so it's gonna be sick. And I think the next kind of physical product will be the Illuminati book, which will just be insane. So I think that'll be the next move. What's up with the New York blob? Rhonda says. Well, Rhonda, we're going to get into the New York blob, heading straight for New York. But don't worry, it's going to take 15 million years to get there. Shalom, Miriam. Miriam says shalom. Thank you so much. Peace to you. So the aliens are coming. Oh my goodness, look what the next slide is. Rhonda, you on point. The next slide was the blob. The frickin' blob heading to New York. An ancient 250-mile mystery blob is headed straight for New York. Warning. Now, it's going to take 15 million years to get there. But there's a lot of strange things happening in New York and New Jersey right now. I mean, with earthquakes, fires. Is it because of this mystery blob? People are hearing strange booms as well. Even this fire that just went down. Let me pull this up real quick because it's breaking news with the fires in New York, I believe. So these fires are happening in New Jersey and New York right now. Let me read the article. Trapped passengers panic as fire breaks out on major New York City area subway. And they're saying that they heard a loud boom before it happened. And people are saying they're hearing loud booms before the earthquake happened there as well. Could it be the blob? Could it be the blob? Let's play a little bit of this clip. Look at that. Oh my goodness. What is going on, America? That's crazy. That's crazy. California also got wildfires, explodes over 65,000 acres, shut down highway. Nothing new with California. They always have fires there. National Hurricane Center watching multiple hot spots in the Atlantic. What kind of hurricanes are on their way? Yeah, crazy. We're covering 100% proof of ritual. LA secret celebrity tunnel. August ritual warning. Now I'm calling it an August ritual warning because we're coming up on the Lionsgate portal, which is the butthole portal of bad luck. You can watch my last video where we dive deep into that butthole portal and how in all the ancient days is bad luck and it's sad. But the new age will promote it as a perfect time to manifest negative energy. So I'll go to that clip real quick explaining that and we'll continue the show. Lionsgate portal to hell. why this date 8/8 is suspicious and full of bad luck. Big serious ritual. Everybody's going to tell you to manifest on this date. Even people in the comments are going to get pissed off at this video because it's a bad luck date. All throughout the ancient days, the dog days were connected with bad luck. At this time, it's the saddest time in the Hebrew calendar. If you look at the Trump text code 88022, Donald Trump was rated 8/8. Hawaii fires happened on August 8th, 8/8. Years before, they got an emergency alert at 8:08, 8/8. We just had an 8.8 earthquake. Hulk Hogan, H is 8, 88. He just passed away, and his birthday would be on the helical rising of Sirius, where the dog days will end. Are you seeing a lot of 88s popping up all over the place? I didn't have enough room to add this important information into that reel, which I'm liking the reels. Like, I like it because I could play it and I could take a breath and drink some H2O, H to the Izzo. But Trump made a deadline, 10 days, which ends on August 8th, 8/8 portal, when he was raided for Russia. So we kind of covered that whole earthquake in Russia could have been Trump sending them a message. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So Sunset Boulevard, where the Chateau Marmont Hotel is located, where secrets, scandals, crazy stuff going on at this hotel on Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard, Billy Wilder, he made movies with Marilyn Monroe, like Some Like It Hot, one of my favorite films. Was that showcasing something? I feel like Billy Wilder was trying to expose something sort of like Stanley Kubrick was with the movie Sunset Boulevard. Now, Sunset Boulevard, if you're thinking like, what's going on here with Sunset Boulevard and all these rituals? Well, Sunset Boulevard, guess when this movie was released? On the helical rising of Sirius. It was released frickin' on the helical rising of Sirius. August 10th, when the Tate Manson murders went down, August 10th, Jeffrey, all that. This is the date, August 10th, and the day centering upon it, the ritual date that I'm the only channel that I know that like goes hard on this for the last 5 years, the helical rising Sirius rituals, because of just what I've read, that Albert Pike, Morals and Dogma, Freemason, KKK co-founder, he dedicated his astrology room to the date August 10th and the day centering upon it for the star system Sirius and the helical rising. So this movie, Sunset Boulevard, frickin' was released on that date, showing there's a connection there ritualistically. Even the Son of Sam serial killer, who was talking to his demon dog, because these are the dog days, was arrested August 10th as well. There was also a Sunset Boulevard serial killer on the Sunset Strip, Doug Clark, and he was arrested. Guess what date he was arrested? August 10th, the helical rising of Sirius. Let me pull that up. August 11th. So August 11th, he was arrested. The helical rising of Sirius this year falls on August 11th. So the dates change for the star system. I mean, August 11th, Hulk Hogan's freaking birthday. Rest in peace to the brother, to Hulk Hogan of the NWO. Yeah. So his movie Sunset Boulevard, I believe, was exposing some of these rituals that we see. Here is the swimming pool that we were showing in the beginning with Marilyn Monroe and Under the Silver Lakes. The swimming pool, the drowning rituals. Matthew Perry in a hot tub, drowning. The list goes on and on. Even with the pools. William Shatner's wife in the pool. just so much pool symbolism in the drowning. And this is the famous first scene of the movie Sunset Boulevard, which I did watch in film studies in high school. So pretty crazy as we are into dog days. But the most craziest part with these underground tunnels from the Chateau Marmont, the hotel we're talking about, the rumor had it for decades and decades that the underground tunnel went straight to the Players Club Hotel. The Players Club Hotel also has these secret tunnels as well, right? And the Players Club Hotel was created by Preston Sturges, this guy. Have you ever heard of Preston Sturges, who created it? He was a famous actor. He was in movies. Guess who his mama was? His mama was the co-author of Aleister Crowley's magnum opus. She was banging Aleister freaking Crowley. She was doing it and doing it and doing it again with freaking Aleister Crowley, and co-wrote his magnum opus. Magic, Liber ABA, Book 4 by Aleister Crowley. That is a crazy, crazy connection there. And here it is. Here's the Players Club. Going to the Players Club. Pretty crazy. And Billy Wilder commented on the Chateau Hotel, and he said that they have wonderful bathrooms. Now think about all the different people who passed away in the bathroom, whether that was the Doors, which is connected to the Navy intelligence programs, right? And so is the serial killer. The serial killer who was arrested on the Helical Rising, Doug Clark, his dad was part of the Navy intelligence. I think like Andrew Tate as well. Speaking of Tates, right? Andrew Tate, I believe his father was part of the Navy intelligence, just like the Morrison, the Doors guy, the Doors. A lot of strange stuff going on. Something strange. I just wanted to pull this up and notate it that Harry Auburn Morton died really young, and he was the founder of Pink Taco. Pink Taco took over the Players Club, I believe, and the Viper Room. And I went to the Viper Room back in like 2012. And I just remember when I was living in Cali one time, and I remember it was a weird vibe. And they had these posters all over the place of Grimes, Elon Musk's baby mama, a Marxist who loves to bang billionaires. And I was just like, that's freaking weird. It's just like what comes out of California spreads to the entire world, because these are the archetypes. These are the sex symbols. Sex symbols. I don't know what was going to pull up when I pulled that up. Marilyn Monroe. It's just going through some of these pictures. Yeah, I mean, it gets weirder and weirder. I mean, I think this movie's something like a hot. I think there's something up with it, with the guys dressing like girls. You know what I mean? That's pretty evident. Like, it seems like some sort of Baphomet kind of thing. Some like it hot. All the times Kim Kardashian channeled Marilyn Monroe. So she's channeling, just like her husband, Kanye, was channeling. They like to channel certain entities. And she was channeling Marilyn Monroe, and even supposedly had her hair for the Met Gala. It was a gift before the Met Gala. Now, we broke down how the Met Gala, these celebrities go into the Temple of Dendor, and they do some sort of feast ritual in the Temple of Dendor. And that's when she got it. So pretty crazy. Pretty cray-cray. Pretty cray stuff. Here's Marilyn Manson, which is connected to all this. Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson. Charles Manson got the Sampaku eyes, but they're on the top. And Marilyn Manson released a album called Hollywood. He spelled it correctly because it's the wood of a holly tree used by the Druids for their magical wands. That's why it's Hollywood magic, movie magic, because of this. I mean, this goes back to the Druids. Like, this is old. And in this record, in this album that he put out, Hollywood, he has the song King Kill 33, and then there's the degree, which is the 33rd degree. And his new album that came out last year, One Assassination Under God, about JFK. Kind of weird. I think he's hinting at something because JFK's connection to Frank Sinatra and the mob. Frank Sinatra, a known Knight of Malta. They're tying it into the Roswell incident as well, which is weird. Here's Frank Sinatra, who gave Marilyn Monroe the Malta dog, the Maltese dog. I don't know if anybody's connected those dots. I'm sure people have already connected that, but I thought that was crazy because I never knew this cute little dog was a Knight of Malta dog. Yeah, crazy. And also when I was researching the mafia kind of connections, the Duke of Marlborough was a title. And I was like, is that where we even get like Marlboro freaking cigarettes? Like, is this just a homage to the Duke of Marlborough? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But the beginning of Under the Silver Lakes, they showed the Marlboro cigarettes. Mysterious orange figure spot outside Jeffrey's cell night before his death on the Helical Rising. They're calling it a OFU or UOF or something, unidentified orange object or something, flying orange object. But August 10th, it's the Helical Rising of Sirius. That's why all these dates are leading us back to that date. There was even a blackout in Manhattan as well around the Helical Rising of Sirius, August 14th. The atomic boom booms at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, also August 9th, Helical Rising of Sirius. These are big events that go down. Trump's 10-day deadline for Russia to broker a ceasefire starts Tuesday on 8/8, August 8th. The good luck day for manifestation. The 8/8 earthquake. And even on 8/8, the new Weapons movie's coming out, which looks dope. I can't wait to see it because it's got that actress that I like from Ozarks. She's going to be in it. So that's going to be weird. And then The Conjuring, The Last Rites of the Conjuring movie based off Annabelle is coming out as well. Guess what day? Conjuring movie's coming out, which is based off Annabelle. And Annabelle just did her sacrifice. And that was like all in the mainstream news. Well, that's coming out, the Helical Rising, August 11th. Well, no, Annabelle Creation came out August 11th, Helical Rising. Their movie, this one's coming out. What day is this coming out? Oh, it's not coming out till September. But still, seems to be connected to the Lion Gate portal of hell and the radioactive tsunamis and the big serious rituals. August 8th. The day to look out for. The 88's popping up everywhere. The 8.8 earthquake. And beneath America, the large heat blob is moving. Is that what's causing the earthquakes in New York City and New Jersey? Ancient 250-mile mystery blob headed straight for New York. And so, with the volcanoes happening, volcanoes are very connected to the ancient days and the rituals. And shout out to Nobody Special. Nobody Special sent a super chat. Thank you so much. Let's feed the kitty cat. Says, Whoop, mother effing whoop, whoop, potato nut. Much mother wicked clown love for life. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you for all the work you do. It really opens my mind's eye. Why, thank you. And Chan thanks you. This is a lot of fun, and whoop whoop to you. Are you going to the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is also happening around the helical rising of Sirius? I'm going to go now to the Juggalo reel that I put together for the helical rising of Sirius. August 12th is when that's going down. Juggalo, insane clown posse stuff that I'm a big fan of. But they're coming out with this new album, The Knot, because you got Illuminati, right?
Yeah.
And Shaggy 2 Dope, his last record was Illuminati Don't Want Me. They Want My Cold Body. Then he was in this weird, bizarre car crash, like right after it happened.
Oh, no.
But their new album's called Knot, where we get the word naughty. Mid 14th century means evil act, knot.
The naughty with like, yeah, a naughty, like the Illuminati.
The Gathering of the Juggalos around the helical rising of Sirius, everyone going into the mouth because of Astro World. Astro World, everyone went into the mouth. They worked together, they rapped together, Travis Scott and Drake. In the Travis Scott music video, he's wearing an ICP t-shirt, which is weird because this is the mainstream. And then you even got Drake wearing an ICP t-shirt. Some weird connection. And this music video is called Shush. Shush. Shush is the secrets. That's Hierapocrates or whatever. I always can't say that name right. But they all write the shush, and the song is literally where Travis Scott is with Ice Spice, who's ISIS. I've shown that. The same shush with the 4 letters and the 3 dots making the 7. It's very occult. For the secrets. So let's get into some strange news and phenomenons. Strange news and phenomenons. Drake in the Ringmaster jersey is wild. It is wild. Chernobyl. Dogs are transforming at record speed. What radiation is doing to their loyalty inside their DNA. Just some dog stuff, right? We're in the dog day. Seems like the dog stuff's all over the news. But with the volcano, freaking volcanoes exploding worldwide. Ancient volcanoes that haven't been erupted in over 600 years are now erupting in Russia. The Olympics started off in a volcano. It was the volcano ritual. I said that this is the volcano, one of the oldest symbols of the ancient cults. And then the freaking Super Bowl, volcano predictive programming. Just like I brought you the Mountain Dew predictive programming first here on the channel, I'm bringing you some of the volcano research too first. You got the freaking volcanoes in all these Super Bowl ads for Ram trucks, Reese Pieces, and then freaking Mountain Dew volcano predictive programming with Seal being some kind of chimera with the meme magic. Predictive programming in the Seal Mountain Dew Bowl. Will a volcano erupt soon? They knew this volcano would go erupt. They're still with the volcano. So they were just showing us all the volcano stuff was about to erupt. And it is erupting. Now, in Gematria, volcano equals 82. The numbers and the values of each letter, the numerical value of the letters equals 82. Volcano's 82. And this volcano erupt on 8/2 in America. In Russia, it was 8/3, but still, that's freaking weird, right? And here's Kim Kardashian's dog for the dog days, right? This is Pyro. Kendall Jenner's dog, Pyro. Okay, it's Kendall Jenner's. Same thing. It's all the same bloodline. Pyro, it's named Pyro because that's the Illuminati pyramid. The pyramid is the pyramid. It's the volcano cult where they throw the sacrifice into the volcano. That's why the pyramid's on the dollar. Women Malta Death by dogs in California. More California, more dog stuff in the news. Let's pray. That's very sad. But it's just weird that that popped up in my algorithm. Maybe because I'm looking up all the dog stuff. Radioactive wasp nest found at nuclear facility in South Carolina. Somebody commented on this, so thank you so much for your comments. I really, really appreciate everyone's comments. I thought that was a crazy story. You got radioactive dogs, you got radioactive tsunamis, and you got radioactive wasps. That's freaky, right? South Carolina. And you got the pigs with the blue meats. Then you got sun dogs, and other celestial effects could appear in alien skies. We're coming up on the full moon ritual, the Sturgeon moon, which Sturgeon is like an ancient fish, the Sturgeon fish, happening August 9th. So a day to look out for a big celebrity sacrifice would be August 9th, 8th, or 10th. I mean, it's the freaking helical rising. This is just adding on top of the helical rising ritual energetically. Who's the top dog wave riding canines complete in the World Dog Surfing Championship? So they're having a freaking dog surfing championship, which is cool. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my dogs. That's pretty funny. But still, helical rising of Sirius in the dog days, and the dogs are surfing. That's weird. We got a baboon massacre. German zoo feeds cold primates to lions as we're coming up on the Lion Gate portal of hell. It's bad luck to go into the lion's mouth, the lion's gate. Even the MGM, they got rid of the going into the lion's mouth because people would not go into it, because in Asia, I believe that is bad luck. So they got rid of it. Bill speaks at his niece's graduation. This happened in 2007. And that's the school that Sydney Sweeney went to. Here's some more strange news. We already talked about the volcano, but there was a big, world's longest lightning bolt. Lightning is plasma. It stretched more than 515 miles across the United States, 38 miles longer than the previous record. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. Let's see if I could. Wow. Yes, today's weather report. We're getting lightning stretching all over America. We're talking a 500-mile lightning, ball lightning, bizarre video capturing ball lightning. Ball lightning started to appear right after the Manhattan projects. Floating over Alberta during thunderstorms stuns residents. This ball lightning is pretty interesting. Rare weather phenomenon, but is it intelligent life? Which is in the book The Demon in the Ecker. Going into, is these ball lightnings intelligent plasma life coming down pretty much as like a camera to go see what's going on, and then it goes back to the other plasma. Pretty good book. Demon in the Ecker by Dr. Joseph Farrell. It'd be cool to interview him. The American Dream closing gate. This is also in the news, just going over strange news and phenomenon right now. The American Dream is over, according to the leftist media called the Drudge Report. It just says, but it's kind of true what they're saying. Divorce is down, but marriage is down. Historic high prices for homes, but sales are the slowest in a generation. Unemployment is low, but so are new job postings. Experts predict AI will lead to the extinction of humanity. Okay, this is a crazy story. Mystery man dies on a US flight, but then he disappears. He freaking vanishes like something out of the Twilight Zone. A mystery man dies on a US flight and then he freaking disappears. Who was this mystery man? The body of an 83-year-old passenger who died mid-air on Turkish Airlines flight has reportedly gone missing. And this happened on July 13th. That's the 713 date. That's the Trump date where that 10th of his life went down. So why is the Gettysburg art? Remember, the Gettysburg wasn't touched by the fires. I was sort of notating. I did this interview with this guy who did remote viewing, and he said that there was tunnels underneath the Gettysburg and Griffith Observatory and all that. Trump swoons over Sydney Sweeney. She's a Republican. But like I said, it's the genes. It has nothing to do with the mainstream of the genes. It has everything to do with the new technocratic state being established. And here's just some more genes, how they're very Shekshi. This is in Under the Silver Lakes, where they're showing the Shekshi advertisements, where it's all like you usually will have a girl looking up. And then she'll have the Sampaku eyes because she's looking up because it resembles fellatio. So all of this symbolism is hitting these desires that are like super deep in people, whether that is the sex symbolism or even if it's spiritual symbolism. Here's the Jeffrey video, the August 9th, Helical Rising. And the new Disney show is out. King of the Hill. Disney just put out their new television show. A lot of people don't know like that, that King of the Hill is Disney, which it makes total sense because Mike Judge is a rocket scientist and Disney was working with the SS with the rocket programs and Operation Paperclip and whatnot. So it totally makes sense. But what kind of predictive programming? And also the Beavis and Butthead looks hilarious. I'm not dissing Mike Judge at all. I'm a big fan. He's wicked smart. Idiocracy, Office Space, Beavis and Butthead. What is they showing us here in this? You got sleeper cells. You got the pyramids. You got this freaking tower. Remember, that's where the Trump guy, the Crooks guy, that was a cover up for somebody on one of these water towers. You got these towers of frequency. You got the schmog. Yeah. Yeah, interesting, right? I would be interested to see that episode. So speaking of these tunnels, and also the misinformation, kind of to lead people astray from the truth by giving truth. So this story came out by Vice. It was very mainstream. Diddy's secret underground tunnel to the Playboy Mansion. Playboy Mansion has the underground tunnels, but then it really didn't connect there. So it makes everyone look stupid. But it probably did connect. Who knows? But the dude, they both have these secret tunnel systems. And even in the movie Under the Silver Lakes, they show the Playboy magazine. And also here's a map. Wonder if he's pointing out the map underneath the map. Who knows? But yeah, Sydney Sweeney went to this school that Bill spoke at. And she's in this freaking movie. There she is. Remember I was showing the three girls? So right there's Sydney and the three girls connected to Marilyn Monroe in the earlier slides I showed right here. It's the three girls following them. If you're like, what is he talking about? I've never seen that movie. Rising share of U.S. adults are living without a spouse and partner. Here's the Devil Dog, J.D. Vance, Elon Musk Boring Company, kind of boring. The Wednesday show is going to be good, but you see she has the Sampaku eyes. Wednesday is pretty much Odin. It's Woden's day. And the looking up thing, I already told you what that means with the Senpaku eyes, going into why they do that. This is where I found out about the Illuminatos, though, by the way. The Illuminati. The Illuminatos predates the Illuminati. It sort of survived the Spanish Inquisition in a way because the main member went on to create the Jesuits. So the guy who created Jesuits was in a secret society called the Illuminati. You can learn about it in the IlluminatiComic.com. Celebrity, sex, drugs, and death inside the infamous Chateau Marmont. Now we're going to get into the Chateau Marmont as we just crushed through the first hour. And since we crushed through the first hour, I'm going to tell y'all to smash that like button, please and thank you. Share the video out. Make this video go viral. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Also, please think about becoming a YouTube member or a Patreon member. It supports this channel if you like Yo Illuminati news. Thank you so much for the super chat. Delora Ellis send a super sticker. Thank you. Let's feed that kitty cat. Delora Ellis, thank you. That is very kind of you. They do. Appreciate that. So let's get into this celebrity, sex, drugs, and death. I mean, what a title. At the infamous Chateau Marmont. I mean, crazy stuff. Freaking Rick James was there getting crazy. That's Natalie Wood was 16 when she was there. And that's how she got into her movie roles and whatnot. The kids that hang out there was 16-year-old Natalie Wood. The star of Rebel Without a Cause. Rebel Without a Cause is all over Under the Silver Lakes as well. And that's like the guy famous for the blue jeans. Was the guy in that movie Rebel Without a Cause. Jay-Z and Beyonce wanted to mind F VIPs at secret Oscar party at the Chateau Hotel. So this is happening like still today. John Belushi died at the hotel when he was 33. Jim Morrison, he'd go to this hotel and get wild. And he jumped off the balcony and hurt himself. And then he jumped off another balcony in another country and hurt himself. Very strange with the Doors. Marvin Gaye, he owed the Chateau $15,000 and then he was assassinated. I think his dad assassinated him. But he's straight connected to Wu-Tang. His cousin's Master Killer. That's pretty wild. In 2018, Quincy Jones claimed Gaye had been sexually involved with Marlon Brando. The Godfather. Yeah, I mean, it gets weirder and weirder the more you look into all this weird stuff. The tragic romance of Hollywood star and her young leading man. I think this goes into Natalie Wood. Just a ton of strange stuff. LA Sheriff Robert Wagner's story doesn't really add up. See, I don't even know any of these actors. But here's Natalie Wood. She was born on the 201 day of the year, and she was famous for Rebel Without a Cause. You see the blue jeans? This is where the blue jeans became popular for guys and their butts in the blue jeans, and now it's for girls with their butts in the blue jeans. But Rebel Without a Cause, which is a great film, go watch it. You'll like it. James Dean. Here's the fight scene. This is the famous fight scene where he's at the Griffith Observatory, and they even gave him a statue. And then here's Under the Silver Lakes where he touches his head, but then he goes into the underground tunnels after it. Helmut Newton, he freaking died at this hotel. Helmut Newton, the prolific photographer, his photos are crazy. Look, does he have Sanpaku eye? He got the freaking Sanpaku eye. But his pictures were very erotic. He had some erotic pictures. And it's weird because I was actually looking at his erotic pictures because I just learned about this photographer. Here's some of his photos. Very talented guy. But he died at this hotel. Helmut Newton, 2004, fashion photographer killed in car accident at LA hotel. At the Chateau. At the Chateau. What is going on? Off to the Races by Lana Del Rey. She talks about this, and she has a song called Diet Mountain Dew. I got to look into Lana Del Rey. She has a song about Lolita. She got a lot of crazy stuff. You got to check her stuff. And she's got a song called Blue Jeans. Oh, my goodness. So this is 100% proof of ritual. August rituals warning. 100%. 100%. And there's other stuff in the news too. A lot of crazy stuff. But I appreciate all y'all. Make sure to smash that like button. And please go support the channel by liking the video, but also going to the member section. Go to the member section and go join the Patreon. And support Chan's Great Russian Blue Jeans. Very, very much appreciated. Anyway, it's Donut. Much love, and God bless you.